everybody. Today we are presenting our fantasy research on behavioural diet patterns. So, are we? Yes. So our working title that we're talking about is Social Media's Influence on Behavioural Patterns of Diets. Basically what we're looking at is diet fads, so popular fads that come in and whether or not people accept the fad and go along with it or whether they don't. So our basic research question is, how does social media dialogues encourage or discourage diet fads? Our previous research that we've looked at, that has looked at this concept, has multiple perspectives. Either they're looking at social media's impact on decision making generally, which is Smith 2017. From a different perspective, Hunt has looked at diet fads becoming how diet fads become effective in marketing, and then third we're looking at the importance of healthy decisions from Gatherer in health decisions and its importance in making healthy choices. So that's basically the basis of our understanding, and now Sean's going to talk about our puzzle.
Right, in undergoing this research exercise, we uncovered some very important questions. So firstly, we don't know anything at all about what comprises the decision-making process and motivations for diets and how social media influences that process. Because we think that social media is having an increasing impact on that process. Whether it be whether people choose to diet, what products they may choose to use to diet, or the type of diet that they undergo. And we think that this research can help to guide marketing strategy. That relates to social media companies who effectively act as advertising agencies, and it also impacts on providers of any products or anyone who publicises a particular type of diet. Now, in the event that social media is having a detrimental effect, and we can all imagine how that might happen, there may need to be controls on social media or the marketing of the fad diets themselves if they're known to be detrimental to people. Now, our idea, and we've described it very succinctly here, is that social media has an impact on dietary behaviours. We think that's the case. We believe that using social media data will help to understand how and why people choose to accept a diet and experience the undergo thereafter.
So, we believe that if we combine a qualitative research study, mainly discourse analysis on the content of social media, specifically looking at the conversations between stakeholders and normal people on specific diet, would show the behavior that shapes these trends, that shapes this phenomenon. So for this study, we are going to specifically looking at the conversations and who are the stakeholders and how these discussions are being developed. And the tools we are using is that we would pick 10 most popular diet fads, and then after doing a discourse analysis, meaning looking at the language and see how language that is being used in social media would shape this phenomenon. We would also interview 5 people from each of these fad diets that we select. So in total, 50 interviews we would conduct to see also what is people's story, what is their side of the story, how they perceive this story of acceptance or not acceptance of these new diets. We would use NVivo to analyze the text that we would get from the interview and also from the social media channels.
Can we talk about what's new? So what's new, or what we are looking at, is that we're going to present a new perspective of the social media marketing. We're not just looking at traditional advertising mechanisms now, we're looking at the new social media and the way that these organic structures are developed. And by using the discourse analysis, we think that this would contribute to new insights into the understanding of this phenomenon, and this would be different to a perspective, say, of quantitative research, where we'd either look at the antecedents or the reasons why people would choose this. So we're looking more specifically at the phenomenon and the language and how that makes the decisions. So what is that ultimately this can contribute to healthy choices or healthy decision making, and it can also help us to improve marketing strategy. And I'll keep on going. So our overall contribution is that we want to contribute to the understanding of decision-making processes and motivations for dieters, and this is relevant to marketing and strategy literature, which we hope to contribute to. And finally, here are some of the considerations that we had. First of all, it's a highly competitive topic in marketing in particular, and there's a lot of research at the moment that's being done in the field, so the risk is that by the time we get to do it, it'll already be done. We also need to access the participants who are traditionally on, we found them through these online spaces, so the risk is that they wouldn't be interested in contributing to in-depth interviews and things like that. Our target journal, we're looking at marketing journals at the moment, and one of the risks is, we feel that the scope is appropriate for an exploratory study, but we'll obviously need further analysis to confirm the findings through some other